If you are in an early stage company and have arrived at a page that looks like this, then this video guide will help you understand what's involved before you start to submit any details. This submission and review process is used by angel investors, investment funds, deal brokers, VCs, and corporate finance advisors. Firstly, you might find it helpful to click on the About link at the top of the page. This should give you a bit of background as to how best to approach the submission process. As there is likely to be a follow-on conversation upon your completion, try to be as honest and as accurate as possible when submitting. The process is not a test, it's just a profiling exercise, and it's trying to get a snapshot of how things are looking at this moment in time today, both strengths and weaknesses. To begin the process, decide on which of the three business phases is closest to where your business is currently at. That could be either concept, development, or revenues, and there's a little bit of text to help you make that decision. It's important to get this right because each phase will ask phase appropriate questions and also generate outputs that are associated with the chosen business phase. So to start the process, click the appropriate business phase start button, and now you're ready to begin the submission, which should take around 15 to 20 minutes in most cases to complete. So work your way down the first page called Profile. The D means you've picked the development phase, and enter all the normal details, etc. You can choose a business sector and subsector. For that, as a guiding principle, select who you sell into over and above what the product or service is, and also do write a description. This will help whoever's reading it place you in the landscape to understand your journey perhaps a little bit. You have space to write up to 284 characters in this field. Add a logo, of course state your country, the currency you'd like the report to be in. All this, everywhere where you see more there means that there is an additional, possibly a bit more of a note than there is just seen underneath each bit. There's more in the help file behind see more. And also to say at the top of each page there is a help file for the whole page. That should help. So that's three areas of help. You've got the initial about that we looked at, we've got the page help, and individual or specific bits of help related to the field above. So once this has all been completed, click Save and Continue, and you're ready to move now to the second page called the Configurator. And you can see this one has already been filled out, so I will whiz past each one. There are, now we're on validation, and you can see choices have been made by the criteria, how to score, etc. That's on each particular field, how to score. So you read and you pick the closest number on the left hand side, and you will see as I get down to progress, there's a one here, for example, product, that has up to 15 points. Not every single increment has been detailed, so perhaps you might feel that you're not at 6, you're not at 8, so you'd put 7, you're between that sort of stage, and so with product we'd change that to a 7, etc. Any results that you put in the page can be, if you click on this clear, that will set everything back to the default, all to the zeros. Again, a people page there, it's much the same process, the scoring, the help files, it's all there for you. There's another page called Exit, there's only 3 choices there, 4 submissions on business case. Valuator, you enter 2 details at the top. Do read the notes because that will tell you what is particularly being asked for there. 2 more down here, and then you have to click calculate benchmarks, and that will then generate a position here. I would stress to read this because this is generating a result there. So these help files will explain what this means, what is being generated here. Going on to the final page, the form page, you may see some questions here. You may see no questions. There are 2 in this particular form. These are mandatory, so you have to write something there, but that's left to you. You can also mention if the business has advisors, and you can detail a bit about that. And then the final card area is this one, additional info. This is your chance to write something else that you feel might have been missed out in the process and could be helpful, maybe some PR or good news, etc. And you can also detail which documents that you have at this moment in time. You may have none, you may have some, or you may have all of them. You can just tick that there. And also you can actually add those files here. So your computer will show you, this field will show you where, with this field, you can search your computer to add the fields. And you can do more than one file, and the formats are there, and there is a 20 megabyte size limit there. You can also add company or social media or video, web links. That's fine. But when you've completed, you'll have to accept the privacy policy T's and C's, and they are down here should you wish to look at those. And then when you're ready, click send results, and you will have a little message just to say everything is okay. And that's the process.